Good morning, and let me tell you something that could change the way you think about your liver. There is a food in your kitchen right now, something you probably ate this morning, something your doctor might have recommended, and it is quietly scarring your liver from the inside out. Not alcohol, not medication, a food that nearly every health-conscious person over 60 eats every day. And the scariest part is that by the time your liver sends a warning, the damage can be decades deep. I'm Dr. John Dale, and over more than 2 decades in internal medicine and metabolic health, I have sat across from thousands of people with liver problems they never saw coming. A landmark study in the Journal of Hepatology followed over 28,000 adults for 14 years and found that those with the highest daily fructose intake from sources labeled as healthy had a 61% greater risk of non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. The majority of that fructose was not coming from candy or soda. It was coming from foods people believed were good for them. We are counting down 5 foods quietly destroying your liver. Stay with me until the end, because number 1 is something nearly every person watching this consumed this morning. Drop your age in the comments and tell me what you eat for breakfast. I read every single comment on this channel. Every one. From 5 to 1, from important to absolutely critical. Let's get into it. Number 5. Low-fat and fat-free flavored yogurt. One of the most common foods I see in the refrigerators of patients trying to eat well. They switched to low-fat yogurt because they were told it was heart-healthy. But when manufacturers remove fat, they replace it with sugar. A single serving can contain 19 to 26 grams of added sugar, and that sugar goes straight to your liver through a process called de novo lipogenesis, which literally means the creation of new fat. Think of your liver like a warehouse. It handles small, steady shipments just fine. But flood the loading dock every morning, and the warehouse starts stacking fat in every available corner. A study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition followed over 15,000 adults for 11 years and found that those consuming the most low-fat dairy with added sugars had a 38% higher incidence of hepatic steatosis, which is fat accumulation in the liver. I had a patient, let's call her Diane, 67 years old, from Columbus, Ohio. She ate 2 cups of low-fat strawberry yogurt every day for 9 years. Blood work revealed elevated liver enzymes. Ultrasound confirmed early fatty liver disease. We replaced her yogurt with plain full-fat Greek yogurt and fresh berries. 4 months later, her enzymes normalized. Diane told me, "I spent 9 years eating dessert for breakfast and calling it health food." The practical takeaway: choose plain, full-fat yogurt. Add your own fruit. If sugar is in the first 5 ingredients, put it back on the shelf. Number 4. Agave nectar and honey used as healthy sugar replacements. You stopped using white sugar and switched to agave or raw honey because they are natural. But agave nectar is approximately 85% fructose. High-fructose corn syrup is about 55%. Agave delivers more liver-damaging fructose per teaspoon than the very ingredient you were trying to avoid. Research from Duke University Medical Center, studying over 400 patients with non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, found that increased fructose consumption, regardless of source, was independently associated with more severe hepatic fibrosis, which is scarring of the liver tissue. Think of fructose like wet cement poured into the foundation of a building. It does not matter whether the cement truck has an organic label on the side, the damage is the same. I had a patient, let's call him Warren, 71 years old, from Tucson, Arizona. Warren switched to agave 3 years earlier, using it in his tea, his oatmeal, his baking. When his liver biopsy showed stage 2 fibrosis, he was devastated. We eliminated the agave, reduced his daily fructose to under 15 grams, and within 8 months, his imaging showed measurable improvement. Warren told me, "I was sweetening my own destruction and feeling righteous about it. If you need a sweetener, use small amounts of stevia or monk fruit extract. Zero fructose. Zero burden on your liver." And if what I am sharing today is making you rethink some of the things you have been doing, I want you to know this is just the beginning. I put everything I have learned over more than 2 decades of clinical practice into one place. My book covers all of this in much greater depth, with specific protocols, meal plans, and step-by-step guidance you can start using immediately. And if you prefer to listen, there is an audiobook version as well. You can find both at drjohndale.com. I wrote it because I cannot sit across the table from every one of you, but I can make sure the information gets to you. The link is in the description below. Number 3, whole wheat bread eaten at every meal. I know this feels like a provocation. Whole wheat is the cornerstone of a healthy diet, or so you have been told. But modern whole wheat bread has a glycemic index of approximately 71, nearly identical to white bread at 75. It spikes your blood sugar almost as fast as the refined version. When blood sugar spikes repeatedly, insulin stays elevated, and your liver shifts into fat storage mode. Research in the journal Gut followed over 12,500 adults for 9 years and found that those consuming more than 3 servings of bread per day had a 27% higher risk of non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. I had a patient, let's call him Gerald, 73 years old, from Richmond, Virginia. Whole wheat toast at breakfast, a sandwich at lunch, a roll at supper. Every day for decades. His ultrasound showed a liver packed with fat. We cut bread to 1 serving per day and replaced the rest with vegetables and healthy fats. Within 5 months, his liver fat dropped by 31%. Gerald told me, "I thought bread was the one thing I was getting right. 1 serving of bread per day. Choose sourdough or sprouted grain when possible. And never eat bread alone. Always pair it with protein or healthy fat to slow the insulin response. And if you have not subscribed yet, please do. Hit the bell. It helps us get this information to more people who need it, and it costs you absolutely nothing." Number 2, fruit smoothies and acai bowls. Walk into any juice bar, and you will see people ordering smoothie bowls loaded with acai, banana, mango, and honey, convinced they are nourishing their bodies. A typical acai bowl contains between 50 and 80 grams of sugar, more than 2 cans of cola. And because the fruit has been blended, your body absorbs it far more rapidly than whole fruit. A study from Harvard's T.H. Chan School of Public Health involving over 34,000 participants found that those consuming fruit primarily in blended or juiced form had a 46% higher risk of metabolic liver dysfunction over 12 years compared to those who ate the same fruit whole. Think of it like this. A whole orange is a time-release capsule. The fiber slows sugar delivery to your liver. Blend that orange and you shatter the architecture. You turn a time-release capsule into a direct injection. And here is the synergy. Combine a smoothie with granola or agave and you stack fructose sources on top of each other, overwhelming your liver when cortisol from the natural cortisol awakening response is already elevated. Eat your fruit whole. If you enjoy smoothies, use vegetables as the base, add protein, and include no more than half a cup of whole fruit. Number 1, your daily glass of 100% fruit juice. Orange juice, apple juice, grape juice. It has been a breakfast staple for generations. Your mother gave it to you. Your doctor called it a good source of vitamin C. But 1 8-ounce glass of orange juice contains approximately 21 grams of fructose with 0 fiber. That fructose is absorbed within minutes and delivered directly to your liver, the only organ that can process it in significant quantities. A landmark study in hepatology involving over 6,000 adults found that daily juice consumption was associated with a 61% higher prevalence of non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, independent of total calories, body weight, and other dietary factors. Even thin, active people who drink juice daily are damaging their livers.
I had a patient, let's call her Gloria, 69 years old, from Portland, Oregon. Gloria drank fresh squeezed orange juice every morning for 30 years. She walked 3 miles a day, normal weight, ever drank alcohol. Her routine checkup revealed liver enzymes through the roof. Imaging showed hepatic steatosis with early fibrosis. We eliminated the juice and replaced it with a whole orange eaten with the fiber intact, paired with walnuts. Within 6 months, her enzymes dropped by 43%, and imaging confirmed measurable reduction in liver fat. And I will never forget what she told me. Gloria said, "I drank that juice every morning because I thought I was keeping myself alive. And the whole time, my liver was drowning. Stop drinking fruit juice. Eat the whole fruit. Your liver was never designed to handle concentrated fructose without the protective fiber nature wrapped around it."
This is not just about biology and statistics. This is about your life. I have watched patients in their 70s reverse fatty liver disease their previous doctors called permanent. Your liver is not betraying you. It is responding to the inputs it is receiving. Change the inputs and the organ responds. It is never too late. Not at 60, not at 75, not at 82, not a pill, not surgery. Information. The right information applied consistently. If you found value in this video, subscribe and hit the bell so you never miss what is coming next. Share it with someone you love who needs to hear this. Drop your age in the comments and tell me which of these surprised you most. I read every single comment, every one. And if you want the complete guide, everything I know, organized and ready for you to use, my book and audiobook are waiting at drjohndale.com. The link is right there in the description. Take care of yourselves. I will see you in the next video.